Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a first impressions and demo using the new Fenty Beauties. There are a lot more bronzers launching, but I've only got 3 of them. These are 3 of the deepest shades, and then I've got the new Kilowatt foil in Penny for You dots, and I've also got the Killawatt duo in Afternoon Snack and Mocha Mami. They also launched a large cheek hugging bronzer brush, just to give you guys a size comparison of the bronzer brush and the cheek highlighting brush they already have. So it's significantly larger to really curve around the contour of your cheek. I also use some of the new launches on my eyes because we love in multi-use products, so I had to see how they fared on my eyes, particularly because the Killer Foil is actually made for your eyes as well, for your eyes, cheeks and body. So I was like, let's put it to the test, let's see what's really good with this Killer Foil. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. If you are not new, thank you so much for coming back to watch another video. So I got these products today, they are launching tomorrow, so I wanted to get this video up for you guys. The first thing I do is go on YouTube to see how everyone else is finding it before I go and drop my coins. Primer, foundation, concealer. I haven't done any other makeup. On this side of my face I have cream contoured. In my routine generally I will cream contour and then go over the top with the matte bronzer or a matte darker powder, and then on this side I have not done anything, just to give you an idea what the product applies like onto the skin without a cream bronzer beneath it. So I've got the bronzers that would be suitable for dark and deeper skin tones. This is what the packaging looks like. It comes in this mirrored rose gold packaging, signature Fenty Beauty packaging, which is absolutely gorgeous. I've just swatched everything up. This is Caramel Cutie. It's described as a tan to deep shade with neutral undertones. Below that we have Coco Naughty. This is described as a deep shade with neutral undertones. Again, Maca Mami. Now this is described as a deep shade, very deep shade with warm red undertones. I don't know if it's because it's my skin tone, but it is very, very red. I'm actually going to be using it as a blush today and not a bronzer. Below that I swatched a new Kilowatt highlighting duo. We've got Afternoon Snack and then Mocha Mami. I really like that. They definitely come up way more golden in person. Killawatt foil in Penny for You dots. That's what it looks like. I'm not sure if you can see, but it's got gold specks in it. They kind of stick, but they don't all stick. So I feel this would work really, really well layered on top of body lava. I feel like that would be absolutely gorgeous on top of some sort of cream product. Those are all the products swatched up for you guys. Now let's get to popping it on the skin. I wasn't planning on using Caramel Cutie to bronze. I was going to use Coco Naughty, but maybe I will use Caramel Cutie. I don't know. The only thing with these, I'm a bit like, they're pigmented. Now, this is more of a personal preference. I really love the formula of my bronzers to be a bit more firm. I don't know if that makes sense, but these are very, very buttery. I'm very heavy-handed and I tend to apply more than I need. I tend to go a little bit heavy. So when the bronzer's a bit firmer, it just means that I have to kind of dig in my brush a little bit more, which works for me because I can build up the bronzer and build up that pigment. As I said, it's because I'm heavy-handed. But I will say these are super creamy and super buttery, which isn't usually the vibe that I would go for a bronzer. I've got no cream bronzer on this side. Caramel Cutie is the tan to deep shade with neutral undertone. So I'm just going to pop a tiny bit of that on the brush. Sweep it. That's a nice shadow. Ooh. I'm going to take Coco Naughty on this side where I've already added a cream bronzer and just use my normal bronzing brush. Caramel Cutie just, I think, lacks a little tiny bit of warmth. It's almost a little bit too cool. Okay, next we're going to try out the Kilowatt. The packaging for the Kilowatt iridescent packaging. I'm going to take Afternoon Snack. I don't want the highlight to be too intense because it tends to bring out my texture. Mocha Mami on top of that, which is a little bit more champagne-y, but they complement each other very well. And then lastly for the bronzers, I'm going to take Mocha Mami, which is the deep shade of bronzer, which is very, very red. I'd be very interested to see this on a deep skin tone because I think it'd be such a beautiful blush, but I'm not sure how well it's going to work as a bronzer. Love this as a blush. Now I'm going to actually flip over and use them as eyeshadows just because I feel like that's going to be a vibe. Mocha Mami all over my eyes. I used Morphe M506 to apply, and also the Luxie 231 tapered brush. Now I'm going to take Penny the dots and apply that into like the inside. If you have both products and you want to multi-use them, because they are so pigmented, actually that was so nice and buttery and blended out really nicely as an eyeshadow. So finish off, I'm going to take Honey. I just popped my brows on, finished off my eyes. What I will say before I do give my first impressions is that my opinion on products change all the time, whether that's positive or negative. Sometimes I can love a product on first use and then I carry on using it and it's just not for me anymore. And sometimes I'm not really gravitating towards a product and then actually I end up really loving it. Let's start with the Kilowatts because I think that's a good place to start. That's pretty straightforward. If you like the Kilowatts anyway, I feel like you'll really like this new colour, Afternoon Snack Mo Honey. So pretty. I love that it's golden, preferred afternoon snack. However, because it's a duo, you do have that option of Mo Honey, which has that light kind of shimmer to it that some people prefer. And actually I ended up mixing the two, which also looks really pretty, but I do feel it might not be golden enough if you're a really deep skin tone. Penny for You Thoughts. This is supposed to be a foil for your cheeks, your eyes and your body. I think body, yes. Eyes, yes. In terms of cheek, I think it definitely worked more as a blush. Whether you'd want a shimmery blush, again, it's like personal preference, but it does look absolutely stunning on the eyes. And I do feel like, as I said, if you layered it up with like a body lava or some sort of body shimmer and then buff this over the top, it's going to look absolutely stunning. Like, you're going to look like a bronze goddess basically. The only thing that I would be like, oh, I'm not sure, is because it is so, it's more of like a red bronzy. So I'd be interested to see how that looks like on the like décolletage or the body in terms of colouring, like whether that colouring would work. I feel like these are products that you're not going to be on the fence about. You're either going to absolutely love them or they're not going to be for you. So my advice would be to get to like a Harvey Nichols or get to a Sephora, get to a counter, swatch them, play with them, see how you like them, because I don't, you know, some products you're like, oh, you can probably order this online and see how you vibe with it. If you're in the UK, I just wouldn't advise it because we obviously cannot return makeup products if they've been used or like swatched. If you're in the US, I think you guys have a little bit more leeway in the sense that you actually can return used makeup. UK guys, I would say definitely head over to Harvey Nicks, have a little play if you can before purchasing. That would be my advice. And that rings especially true for the bronzers. Caramel Cutie, Coco Naughty and Mocha Mami. Considering Caramel Cutie and Coco Naughty are supposed to be neutral tones, I do feel like they both pull more cool than neutral. Light Coco Naughty, I really like the way that layered on top of my cream contour. Okay, three things. They look very different in the pan, they look very different swatch, and they look very different on the skin, which is why I'm saying I would advise going in and having a little play with them. Overall on bronzers, I'm not sure I would gravitate towards them. I'm not sure if I'm going to reach for them again, but at the same time, geez, as I said, I like to give products a couple of tries. I like to see if I really love them or if I really don't like them, or if they're really not for me. I showed you guys the swatches, I showed you what they looked on me. You can tell that I'm still a bit unsure about them in terms of colouring. As I said, the formula is a bit creamier than I would usually go for. That's entirely down to personal preference, so it depends what you guys kind of like in a bronzer. So if you have already bought them or if you tried them, leave a comment down below in the comment section so people can see what other people are vibing and feeling with it. Let's get a little conversation, a little discussion going. If you can leave like your foundation colours as well so people know in terms of, oh, I'm NC45 and I really like Caramel Cutie, then that will be quite helpful for other people. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please do not forget to like, share, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.